My stream says I'm against my good buddy Willie. Or shit, I done fucked it up. My good buddy OGWillyD. OGWillyD. Let's go. The OGWillyD. Willie D and James Michael, probably. Yeah, probably.
With all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020. Today, it's week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a
ain't one to talk about
between the San Francisco 49ers and the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's getting it complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win when the defense is calling.
Here's 2nd and 8. And here's football. And the Raiders pick it up.
Let's face it, everybody at the start of the game has a mental image of how they expected to go. I think that was exactly as they scripted it offensively. Moving the ball well, seemingly in control. And that fumble, that's got to be a little bit deflating, don't you think?
Foiled the whole plan there. Turn the ball over. They'll start the drive with a good play. And that play stopped by Drake Jackson. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll set up a throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's blocked down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Give them 12 yards that time, and Las Vegas first.
One of my teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to count for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. In this case, he picks up a first down.
First down, there's White. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. Bring it back over to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. The Raiders had 7-4 on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. This defense for the Niners, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
What are you doing?
On 3rd down, they drop the throw. Oh, that's into the sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements. With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And Thomas has it. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. Gay's kick is good, and the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves. Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a dump off here complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard. Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Option play, here's White. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now a play fake here on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Three 3-0 after one on EA Sports. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught by Anderson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I'm going to get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion left. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker out on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Second and long. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
We got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Let's go now. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Going right side is White. Powers through him. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players. Guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for first. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They keep it on the ground. White again. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. He's going to use his legs here. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
He'll drop to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Raiders. Zamir White. His 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to extend their lead. Carlson now to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
They start the drive with White. They find some open field here. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 59 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same.
It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 34 yards to gain that time, another first down. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Hey, pass.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. From 21 yards away. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, It's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands. Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Thomas, the man in motion left. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Red, cycle. Yo, blue. Blue striker.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
It's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Opting to run again here with White. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And some room to work. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 74 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
2nd down, here's an option right. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the 2nd half is now underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the 2nd half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
They stay on the ground with White, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll set up to throw. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Niners are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking long for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. On the move to his left. Taking a shot for Samuel. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. Well, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And they move this all the way down to the 9th. A very solid gain of 27.
First play of the drive, a 1st down run. I'd say you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Raiders take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
All right, Sam, did you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
They'll roll him out right. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
They'll look to throw here. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll go up the middle with White. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On 3rd down, a run from White. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Daniel Carlson set for the Raider field goal. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced to take it with 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Now back to throw.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, 49ers.
Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there.
They run straight ahead here with White. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. White running to the left. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces.